Rich Mix is one of the very few public spaces to experience culture and creativity right here in the creative heart of London.
It is a space for explorations. It's a place for giving back to the community.
It goes right across the spectrum, and there really aren't many or any places like it in this area or elsewhere in London.
We are a multi-venue centre. We run cinemas, we have tenants in the building, and we run about 650 arts events every year across all the disciplines. And we do all of this effectively as a charity. Our local authority, Tower Hamlets, suddenly announced that they wanted to sue us in the High Court for a debt which they claimed had been owed from some 10 years previously.
Rich Mix is based in Tower Hamlets. It's a relatively poor economic area. It has people from a low-income background and a lot of immigrants in that area. Rich Mix is about 5-10 minutes walk away from the office. The Rich Mix project came to us in 2012. It came to us directly to our pro bono committee.
This was completely unique. It was highly political. It was to do with a potentially at the time corrupt mayor of one of the boroughs, which is something that you don't expect to see in the current day and age.
The whole future of the charity and the work that we do for the community was at risk.
We had a situation where the client had embarked on a litigation strategy. It had its own counterclaim.
And things were moving fairly swiftly towards the trial, which would have been devastating for the Rich Mix. It almost certainly would have lost.
The moral case was much stronger than the legal case, and so what we had to do was find out a way of overcoming the legal difficulties. And part of what that involved was making sure that the case lasted long enough to have a regime change with the mayor.
Sooner or later, the mayor would be exposed and the motives behind the litigation would be exposed. We worked out a way to deliver an online petition so that the community could voice their thoughts about Rich Mix. We drummed up 17,000 plus signatures online to really indicate to the London Borough of Tower Hamlets what a mistake it would be to pursue its objectives with this litigation.
Let's tell the truth, let's make sure that we are operating at the highest standards of ethics and integrity, but let's not give in too soon. Their advice and their ability to help us with maintaining that stance was invaluable.
And then a new mayor came in who was much more favourable towards the Rich Mix, partly because of all of the lobbying that the client and we had been doing behind the scenes and the massive public relations campaign that had been running in parallel. We then reached a favourable settlement with the new mayor. I was as delighted with the outcome here as I have been for any case I've worked on since I've been at Latham.
For the community, it was extraordinary because people were literally coming in saying, thank you. I thought I wasn't going to be able to bring my child to your workshops, or I wasn't going to be able to come and see some of the exhibitions you offer.
It's a feeling like no other. You really feel like you're doing good.
The Latham's generosity was absolutely as it appeared on the tin, and we were hugely grateful for it.
This is a victory for East London. This is a victory for the artistic community.
For the neighbourhood, it's really important to know that there are places such as Rich Mix which are there for you, and it plays an important role in terms of defining the character and identity of your neighbourhood.